You said the taps are not going to be closed anytime
You're
soon.
talking to Anas now.
Yes, sorry, yeah. And we have few more decades with oil and gas, but we don't have few more decades. Have you read any sort of scientific articles about climate change and stuff like that?
So what would you like to see happen?
Well, me and my husband, we are trying to do the right choices. We invested in an EV, expensive ones, but there are no EV charges around.
So you'd like to see the oil and
Yes.
gas fields closed down?
Oh, absolutely,
as soon as
yeah.
possible, irrespective
Yes.
of the cost on jobs.
Well, no. However,
It's tricky.
it is tricky. But if we don't do anything now, yes,
Okay.
people are not going to.
The woman with the glasses and the red hair, yeah.
Thank you. I'd like to come back to Kate's point about looking at each oil and gas field on a case-by-case basis. The world's leading experts say that a safe, livable future for all of us is simply not compatible with any new oil and gas fields. And if we're talking about just transition, I really agree with some of Anas's points that is vital that those jobs are secured, and instead of given to the Philippines, which is what we've seen in an SNP government, sort of new renewable energy production. I think when we talk about justice, like what is just about a future for people in this country when they're going to be locked into extreme weather, when our air is no longer breathable, when their children's futures are in jeopardy. Let's look at the bigger picture here. Let's not tinker around the edges. We're in a crisis in both climate and nature. Let's start talking about it seriously.
So I think you've actually very eloquently laid out the issue. What the justice element of the transition means is that we are creating jobs for people as we move away from fossil fuels. So in the last few weeks, for example, there have been 2 international companies that have chosen to invest in our renewables. Scotland has huge potential with renewables. We want to be at the forefront when it comes to the green industry, and that's what we're doing. And that's where the justice is, because we talk about a cost of living crisis and we talk about a climate change emergency. You've got to deal with both of them at the same time and not leave people behind. And it's that substantial investment, the creation of thousands of jobs in some of the most deprived areas of Scotland that will make the biggest difference. That's my definition of justice.